Welcome to Furry's Guides. Today we'll be covering all you need to know about sunken ships. The items you're going to need to get started are a submarine, a sonar for the submarine, a merchant schooner, 10 recovery pouches, which you can either craft with 50 labor, 5 leather, and 1 recovery pouch kit from a general vendor, or you can buy off the auction house, but they can be a bit expensive. You'll also need an underwater breathing device and plenty of labor. This is going to be pretty labor intensive. Some of the items that we highly recommend are the air cannon for the submarine, which will save you some labor, the sea breeze shroud light, or better, to evade anyone that might want to steal your cargo, and at least one friend to watch radar and help you transport the packs from your sunken ship along with added security. Now, how do you find sunken ships? You're going to find sunken ships in the Arcadian Sea, and they spawn at 4 a.m. and p.m. Pacific Standard Time and at 10 a.m. and p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Other time zones will be listed on the right-hand side of your screen, and they last for approximately 5 hours before they despawn, so there is a 1 hour of downtime before they spawn. At this time, I don't have enough information to tell you if they respawn inside that time period once they've been looted, so the closer to these times you can get out there and find them, the better. Out on the Arcadian Sea, you'll find these broken lifeboats. The best way to find them is by using your radar. Once you've found one, you'll want to use your ship to wreck the boat just by crashing straight into it. And then you're going to desummon your own boat. The reason for this is you don't want anyone else using radar to know that you're there, or any other sunken ship hunters to come and try to get the same sunken ship. When all of this is done, it's time to scour the bottom of the ocean for your sunken ship. You'll want to use an underwater breathing device, either from your clipper, the air tank for your sub, or the one you can get from a quest line, which we'll cover in a later video. You can also use a Dahuda's bubble, but they tend to be expensive and will cut into your profits quite a bit. Once you're at the bottom of the ocean and not in danger of drowning, you can begin to search for a patch of bubbles, which is generally close to the spot where you first saw the broken lifeboat. Keep in mind when wrecking it that you may move it a ways, so you may not be right where it was when you first saw it. Marking it on the map before hitting it is a good way to keep track of the location. When you've found your field of bubbles, it's time to get use out of that expensive submarine you worked for. You'll need to equip the sonar and use it within 40 meters of the bubbles, which will cause an animation and the sunken ship will be revealed. This is where the air cannon comes in handy. If you don't have it, you'll have to spend several hundred labor and more time to uncover the sunken ship, whereas if you don't have it, just equip it on your sub. It's 3 blasts of the air cannon, and your ship will be uncovered. Now, to raise a sunken ship, you'll need to swim to the center of the side of the ship and attach 10 recovery pouches, which will cost 25 labor to attach each one. Once they are all attached, you'll need to spend 200 labor to cut the rope, which will raise the ship to the surface. Once the rope is cut, anyone in the Arcadian Sea is going to get a notification that a ship has been raised. However, your coordinates are not given, so anyone searching will still have to actually find you. At this time, summon your merchant schooner and pull up close to the raised ship. Both your ship and the raised ship will be on radar, so be cautious. Now you can start uncovering boxes and transporting them to your ship. Each one will cost you 200 labor to uncover, and the shiny boxes will require 100,000 proficiency in exploration, and each crate, shiny or not, will have 2 packs in it. I recommend that you uncover 1 box and then transport those crates to your ship. It may take a bit longer, but if someone comes to steal your loot, at least you save some labor on the boxes you hadn't opened yet. Once all of your crates have been stored on your ship, it's time to take your stuff to turn it in. You need to turn in at relic traders, which are located at the Diamond Shores Dock, Fredic Isle, Growlgate Isle, or 2 Crowns. 2 Crowns at Ezzy's Light is your safest option since it's in a Newian Alliance zone. However, it's also very far from where you'll find the ships, so you'll have to travel quite a ways to get there and use a lot of time. Diamond Shores will take a bit to unload, and if the dock isn't upgraded, it isn't the safest option, but still not the worst. Fredic is not a bad option as long as you are cautious and use a friend to scout out the island first. And I wouldn't take it to Growlgate Island for pretty obvious reasons. It's the pirate island. The groups I've been in have found it best to have one person turn in all the crates and divvy up the gold between everyone. Since they cost no labor to turn in, it's easier to keep track of total income and pay people for extra expenditures such as buying the recovery pouches. Now, how much labor are you going to spend and how much gold can you expect to make per ship? So to raise a ship, it's going to cost you 400 labor with an extra 600 labor if you don't have an air cannon. Unwrapping the cargo will cost 1600 to 1800 labor, give or take if you have the proficiency to open the shiny cargo. So a total of 2000 labor. As you gain proficiencies, these numbers are going to decrease and you'll get much better profits per labor spent. Also, each ship is going to contain 16 to 18 packs. We've listed the value of each pack on the right, but you can expect to make 270 to 400 gold per ship, depending on which packs drop. If you can't open shiny crates, you may make a little less. A few tips and tricks. It's always better to bring a friend. It'll be easier to spot broken lifeboats and to defend your loot. Plus, it's more fun. De-summon your boat. For the love of God, don't use 400 to 1,000 labor raising a ship just to get to the surface and find people waiting for you. Only unwrap one box at a time. I hope you never get robbed, but it happens, so protect at least what labor you can. Mark more than one broken lifeboat. If you plan on raising more than one ship, then use your map markers to mark spots and wreck the lifeboats. You can ideally only haul one sunken at a time, but you can get all the searching out of the way at the beginning of your hunt. Lighten your load. Each sunken contains up to 18 packs, and the lighter your ship is, the faster it is. Plus, you're not going to fight off a loot song in a merchant ship. So remove all non-essential parts from your ship and make it faster. I personally suggest 18 pack holders, 1 harpoon, sails, and radar. If you have the Seabreeze Shroud Light or better, you can also use them to help evade chasers. However, you're going to want to use it sparingly. The fuel cost can cut into profits a lot. Don't bring too many people. Having friends around is awesome, but splitting loot between too many people is going to hurt you. Share the workload. If you have someone with you, don't spend all your labor giving them a payout. It'll make your trips a lot less lucrative. And lastly, don't get frustrated. Get smart. If you get robbed, which happens to pretty much everybody, don't just rage quit or move on to lower risk things. Refine your techniques. Sunkens are a great way to make gold and have fun doing it. Don't just give up because you got robbed once. Heck, we got robbed trying to make this video. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the guide. Hope you have a lot of fun out there hunting Sunkens. If you did like this video, go ahead and give us a like, subscribe, leave us a comment, and we'll see you next time.